Hey, what's good, everybody? John Grandstaff here with War Party Paranormal here in South Florida. Thank you for coming by my channel, and I truly appreciate that. If you stop by to check out the title, then yes, today we're going to be opening up and unboxing, if you will, 6 new digital recorders, well, at least new to me, that I purchased over the last week to take out and do some investigating with, with myself and my team. And so to get right into it, I picked up different types of recorders. You know, I'm fortunate to be on a team that has DR60s. Now, if you are in this field and you know about paranormal research, the holy grail of digital recorders is the DR60, the Panasonic DR60, and that's the recorder that everybody seems to say is the best. Now, I think it's been hyped up. It is a fantastic recorder. I can speak by experience with that. I've used it on several investigations, and we have gotten some amazing evidence with that. If you want to see some of that evidence, make sure you click the link below, which takes you to all my other videos. And I think I've got about 35 videos on here now with us and my team, War Party Paranormal Investigating. Also, there'll be links to other team members in the description, so you can also go and check out some of their videos and on their channels and see some of the evidence that we caught that way. But that being said, the DR60, yes, fantastic recorder, but it's not the only one that you need to use to get EVPs. I've used several different types. My favorite actually is the Sony ST25. It's the ICD ST25. Now, when I first got into you know, paranormal research, I went pretty hardcore with it about 5 years ago, and I picked this thing up and I got it for like 30 bucks. These things have gone up in price now. Typically you'll see them on eBay hovering around 120 bucks, 150 bucks. Some people have them as high as $270. It's a good EVP recorder, you know what I mean? It's not, you're not going to get something with it every time, but you know, I have gotten a lot of fantastic Class A EVPs with this. And again, you know, check out some of the videos below and you'll see some of that evidence. But in my research and in my study and trying to, you know, get into the bottom of what truly is paranormal out there and how to study it and how to research it, I love the scientific aspect of it, and EVP, electric voice phenomenon, is one of my favorite pieces of evidence to capture. So, you know, I use several different types outside of the Sony ST25. I also have a Tascam. This is a fully digital recorder. You'll see it has some condensing mics on it. So this is high-end stuff. So this is great for like filtering out a lot of like background. I mean, you'll pick up absolutely everything with it, but I mean, it filters it. It's got a lot of high density filters in it that helps kind of clear up some of that background. So like if you've ever used a DR60, the voice quality in that recorder is just trash, you know, and that was one of the reasons why it was they had a recall on it, and that's the reason why, you know, it's such a sought after piece of equipment, because there is a limited availability of that recorder out there. And you know, when that came out, you know, people were hearing other voices coming that wasn't theirs, and hence paranormal research jumped all over that. But I decided to go ahead and buy a bunch of used late or early model digital recorders. I've got them all in packages here. They've all showed up. I waited for everything to kind of get here so that you guys could kind of open these up with me and kind of go through that. Now, I have, before we get into that, I've got 2 other recorders that I want to show you that I use regularly. This is the Olympus VN4100 PC. If you watch Ghost Adventures, this is one that the guys carry a lot. This one and the 3100. The 3100 was like in some of the earlier years of Ghost Adventures. Those guys used a lot of this stuff. The Olympus 3100 PC. You can still get those pretty cheap on eBay, less than 50 bucks. This was my very first recorder I ever had. This is the Sony ICD B500. I actually had this for my work, and then I started taking it out in the field with me, and I captured my very first EVP on this. It's not that great of a recorder for capturing EVPs, but I have got evidence for that. So that's the Sony ICD 500. I have got evidence with that. So these here are like early 2000s, you know what I mean? This here was like later to mid 2000, like 2011 is when this one came out. Again, the Tascam fully digital recorder, high density mics, a lot of filtration here. So if you do get evidence, which I've gotten some amazing EVPs with it, it is always going to be a Class A. There's really nothing that you can say that this is anything else but an EVP. That's the reason why I love that. And my dog Lola, as you saw earlier, decided to bark. Lola, ja. All right, so let's get into this video. Let's get into this unboxing, and let's open up a few things here and kind of let you guys. I got some spare batteries here so we can try them out. And this weekend, I'm recording this video on a Wednesday. This weekend on a Saturday, my team and I are going to be down at the Gold Coast Railroad Museum, which we've investigated before, and we're doing a tour there. So if you're in the area, in the Miami-Dade area, October the 10th at 9 p.m. To 9 p.m. we're going to be having an investigation. You need to get your tickets early, and we do this to help raise money for the Gold Coast so they can kind of upkeep that museum and stuff like that. We don't fake any evidence there. If we get any evidence, it's awesome. If we don't get any evidence, it is what it is. I've got some amazing evidence there. There is a couple of videos down below of us investigating there, and me personally in that railroad by myself, which was awesome. But anyway, enough of that. Back to the video. All right, so I don't even know which is which, what is what. We're just going to kind of crack things open here and see what we got. Hopefully this all works. Again, these were like cheapies that I bought off of eBay, and we wanted to check them out. I think most of them are Olympuses and or Olympuses, and I think I got a Radio Shack one in here or something like that. So this one here, yes, so this one is the Olympus VN200. So this one is an a mid to late 1990s. So back in the early 90s, mid to 90s to early 2000s, that was like before MP3s were really in something like this. A lot of it was WAV files. So you're going to have a lot of low density microphones inside here. And with that, you're going to have more, it's less filtered. So you want that. I personally prefer, and I think you get better evidence on that low density, that low filtration digital recorders here. So this one here actually had batteries in it, so I'm going to kind of turn it on here. Maybe the batteries are dead. Yeah, the batteries are dead. Let's swap them out. All right, so I have some fresh. Make sure we're recording. Yes, we are. So I was able to find some fresh batteries stuck in this back in this recorder, and I realized as soon as I got it turned on here, it's full. But I want you to hear the sound quality on this. You're going to hear some background noise and some like, I want to say maybe a little bit of impedance maybe coming through that, but that's kind of the stuff you're looking for, because that seems to have the flow of the EVP kind of runs across it a little bit. But this is the Olympus VN240. So somebody's already recorded this. It's full, so I'm gonna have to go through and delete it. But man, some of the stuff you find, like on that ST25, it belonged to a detective up in Indiana, and he was, believe it or not, interviewing murder suspects. I mean, it was full of just all of this evidence of these confessions and stuff. It was kind of creepy, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, so you know, you can kind of hear that there. This would be something neat to play with. I'm going to give it to a lot of the people that go on the tour with us. I'm going to hand them all out and let them all be part of the investigation and try doing different EVPs and stuff. So, all right, on to the next one. Let's go with this one here. Just open up. All right, let's see what we got. So that's one. This would be number two. Okay, sweet. So this is the Olympus 3100 PC. So this was the very first digital recorder that the Ghost Adventures crew were using in some of the earlier videos from back in the late 2000s, like 2008 and so on and so forth. They do run with the DR60, and most of Zach's evidence that he catches with EVPs is through the DR60, but they did catch several with this, something like this as well. So let's check it out. Put some batteries into it. Usually when you put new batteries in, you're going to have to reset the time and the date and all that kind of stuff, but we're not going to worry about that now. Let's see if there's something on here. Yep. Again, so every recorder I've ever gotten seems to have, you know, something on there. Sounds like some kind of school lecture or something maybe. This is a fantastic little recorder. Very easy to work with. You have a stop. You have a record button here. You know, this is your folder index, so you have different folders that you can work with, and you can index through them by pushing right or left on this piece here. Good little piece. All right, so I'm gonna have to swap the batteries out again because I only have one fresh set of batteries with me. I didn't feel like digging right through everything, so let's clean up a little bit of this mess. Let's go with this one here. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Oh, this guy did a great job packaging. All right, so he did an envelope inside of an envelope. So I can always appreciate that. I'm also a reseller on eBay, and I have a resale channel too. That I can link below if anybody is interested in that kind of content. I do make some side hustles by hustling money by flipping goods on eBay and Poshmark and stuff like that. So let's see what we got. Oh wow, cool, look one. So this was, all right, so check this out. This one's cool, man. This is the Radio Shack DR84. Now, this one's only 30 minutes of recording, but what I'm really excited about with this one is that this is such an older, like early generation digital recorder. I believe this is going to be a dynamo as far as digital recording goes. Let me crack it open here. Man, this guy even had the box and everything. Oh, cool, even had a little, check it out, even had a little carrying case for it. Well, not necessarily a carrying case, but a case for it, which, you know, I can appreciate that because I maintain and hold on all the boxes and stuff in my gear as well. Oh wow, cool. Check it out, man. Look at that. How cool is that? If you're familiar with the DR60 is just about this same size, same shape, same thickness. Everything here is very, and this is the DR84, so I mean, we're close in there. Let's see if there's anything on it. Let's check it out. Got a volume here. Got the lock button here, so let's hit play. So we're hitting play. Nothing's on there. I'll try to do a little recording. Greetings, test 1, test 2. Greetings, test 1, test 2. So we hit stop, let's hit play.
Greetings, test 1, test 2. Greetings, test 1, test 2.
Yeah, this is cool, man. I really like this a lot. I think this is going to be a fun little piece, man. And it has the batteries in it, ready to go. Yeah, super stoked about this one. All right, let's keep it moving on to the next one. Let's hit them over here as we kind of come along. Yeah, that one actually makes me pretty happy. And I think, like, I didn't pay a lot of money. I think I paid maybe eight or $9 for this thing too. And this thing, I don't know when it was made, but it's early, I want to say early 1990s. I mean, Radio Shack's not even around anymore, so that should tell you something right there. Oop, I'm turning it on, turning it off. Let me see if I can turn it off. Okay. All right, let's go over this piece here. Oh, that's one I've already opened up. Let's get some of the garbage out of here so I'm not doing that again. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so yeah, we've opened up 3. I've got 3 more to open, so we bought a total of 6 pieces. So let's check this one out. Oh, another double pack. Always appreciate that. Ah, cool. So this is the Panasonic RRQR120. So this is like the little cousin, so to speak, to the RRDR60 by Panasonic. They also have a 150 as well. The 150 I think is a little bit better than this one. This one does have a directional microphone on it, one here and then here. And you know, you can look here on the side. It's very straightforward. Stop, record. You have your playback on the front. You also have folders as well that you can index by going through it. So let's put some batteries in it and see what we got. How the batteries go. We go negative in first, negative in second. Cool. So again, everything's coming on. So this has 2002 on it. So this is a 2000, early 2000 recorder, my guess. I don't really know for sure when it's a Japanese built one. So there's some that are made in China, like the Radio Stack stuff is made in China. A lot of the Panasonic stuff is made in Japan. And if you're ever out there looking for the the RRDR60, if you can find the Japan one, you're getting even a better product. So let's just get this all. Oh, okay. So it's already got something on it. It sounds like they're at not even a concert, like maybe like a county fair, or somebody singing type thing, maybe. You know, it's crazy, man. You're peeking in on somebody's life a little bit here. You know what I mean? Here's another one. Let's see what's on number 2. More of the same. Still some of the same singing. Let's go here to the next one. 3. Okay, here we go.
$10. BB 68518633.
So you can hear the quality, the voice quality on some of these low impedance digital recorders is kind of there. Let me get this. Sorry about that. I had to turn the AC off so you wouldn't be getting a lot of that wind downdraft, which is right above the camera right here. So this one is actually filled up quite a bit. A lot of different folders. When you select through the folders, you can see that there is recordings on just about every folder. Same one there. But anyway, this one's going to be fun to play with as well. Like I'm a fan of the Panasonic RRDR60. This is the baby cousin to that, and this one here you're not going to spend $2,000 for. You can pick this little digital recorder up on eBay used for 30 bucks, less than that in most cases, but no more than 30 bucks. All right, that's that. So we got 2 more here. Let me take the batteries out of this really quick, and let's open it up. I mean, some of these may have batteries in it. All right, so let's just crack this one here. Okay, so we have 2 more left that I want to kind of get into here to show you guys about these. So let's crack this one open and see what we have. It's kind of funny, man. I bought all 6. I actually bought 7, but then 1 was only for parts, so I was not able to take that one. But I bought these pretty much one after another within the span of a couple of days. So I don't even remember what I bought. All that stuff. So total amount paid. There was a bird just flew to the window. That's creepy. Total paid for this one was 26 bucks for shipping. Which one is this one? Okay, yeah. So this one's a nice piece. So many people have varied opinions on what works, and my only suggestion to you is to get out there and kind of do what I did. Go to eBay. If you've got a few bucks, if you have $100, you could easily buy, 5, 6, 7 of these digital recorders, and have them shipped to you, and just try them out. You know what I mean? And see what's going to work best for you. That's the only way you're going to know. You can go to as many YouTube videos as you want to, you know, people saying this one's the best, or this one's the best, or this one's the best. It's all your own experience. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's kind of what I'm doing here, is testing all these to see, because I'm in the field a lot, and seeing which ones works. I do know for a fact that the R60 does work. I mean, I've used it, it works. I know the ICD ST25, the Sony ICD ST25 works. I've gotten evidence with it. I know the Tascam DR05 works. I've gotten some amazing evidence with it. The Olympus 4100 PC, that one works. I've got some amazing evidence with it. And you know, all these recorders are different. They have different frequency ranges. Some of them have different filters and so on and so forth in them. So they're all going to kind of do work differently. So, you know, you and I may be on an investigation together, and I'm running the ST25, and you may be running the 4100 PC. We can hit record at the same time. I may get a EVP and you may not, or vice versa. You know, that's happened several times. That's why whenever we're out there and we're doing this, we have multiple recorders going at the same time so that we can kind of verify the evidence that we do get. So this is the Olympus, this is the VS821. So there's an 850 as well, very sought after recorder. This one's a little bit later model. This one's also made in Tokyo, Japan. It was designed in Japan and manufactured in China, oddly enough. But let's check it out, man. Let's kick it on here. Hopefully it gets kicked on. Let me see. Sometimes when you get these, they have a hold button here. When the hold's on, it's not going to turn on. So you got to make sure you have the hold off. Let me see here. All right, so it's kicking on. You can see it kind of kick on there. Very nice. And let's see if we've got anything on it. That's since to set the date and everything, it's working. So this is a digital one as well. It's got condensing microphones up top. The ST25 has it's a direct, what they call a directional microphone, and this one here has 5 folders, so A through E, so you can index through the folders, which is another very nice piece. This brand new, like, you know, even back when it first came out, this was a very high-end recorder. You're probably looking at about $100, maybe even $150 when this first came out. Excuse me, my phone just fell. And yeah, so I'm really excited to play with these. I haven't worked with a lot of these style Olympuses, mostly these style Olympuses that I've worked with, not necessarily these, but in the field these are really nice and very, I mean, look, watch as I speak. You see how the microphone kind of, you know, undulates a little bit, kind of bounces like that. You know what I mean? That's a very nice feature to see that. That's the same type of feature you're going to see on this Tascam right here. This Tascam is a very high-end piece. You know what I mean? So this is a very high density. There's probably a lot of filters in this. So, you know, this is going to be high-end. This is going to be low-end. You know what I mean? So a low-end recorder versus a high recorder. So when you're out in the field and you're out, you know, investigating and you're trying to get EVPs, you know, run a low end and run a high end if you can. You know what I mean? And that way you can kind of compare evidence like that. It's a fantastic recorder. Give it a shot here. I think we were recording already. No, so we were recording this entire time. I just paused it. So let's just hit a little bit of playback. Let's hit playback. Really nice and very, I mean, look, watch as I speak. You see how the microphone kind of, you know, undulates a little bit and kind of bounces like that. You know what I mean? That's a very nice feature to see that. That's the same type of feature you're going to see on this Tascam right here. This Tascam is a very high-end piece. You know what I mean? So this is a very very nice recorder. Very, very nice recorder. There's probably a lot of filters. Very excited to have this and add it to the arsenal of digital recorders that we've got. So the last one, I can't even remember what I bought. So hopefully it's going to be cool. Break anything. All right. It's like a kid at Christmas. I swear I feel like that. All right. Oh, you know what? This is a Sony. Okay, yeah, this one. I know what this one is. Guy did a great job bubble wrapping it. Look, it's even still on. So he left it on, so you look, it's already on, it's got batteries and everything running on it. So that's pretty cool. Let me flip that out there. So let's just check it out. I'm just going to hit play on it straight up. So here, how you can hear that kind of back noise on this one versus how clean this one was. You know, this is the different frequencies that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So it's good to. That's kind of strange. It's just kind of like maybe he accidentally hit record, or whoever had this prior. So, you know, you can filter through the, okay, so this is not like this one. So this is the ICD ST25, my favorite recorder in my arsenal. This is the ICD 85. Very similar in build, you know what I mean, if you put them side by side. This one is how you filter through the index through the folders by clicking down here. So I'm already kind of familiar with how this one's going to operate. You got a stop button and play button at the top. Stop and play button here as well. And let me see what else we've got here. So your hold button is right there. Very nice feature. Instead of having to be on the back like this one is. On the back, it's right there. Easy to grab. And let's do some recording with it really quick. Let's see if I can do that. So here's your stop button here. And let's hit record. Oh, it's full. So I'm going to have to go through and delete all this kind of stuff. A lot of these things are full. They get full. And I think this one's only a couple of hours. But it does have a little SD card. Check it out. So there's a little SD card right there. Micro SD right there. So I've got an SD reader. Excuse me, that's the volume. I scratched that. One of these does have an SD card, though. I did see that featured in. It's probably the Olympus, my guess, would be the case. But there you guys have it. You know, we got the Sony ICD B5, Bravo 5. Looking forward for this piece. Truly looking forward for this Olympus right here. This is a very nice model. Very nice digital recorder. The VS821. The VS8250, or excuse me, 850 is out there. If you do research and you go on to some of these blogs, you're going to see the big brother to this piece, but I think this is going to be very nice. The Panasonic QR120, the little cousin to the DR60, we're going to find out. Very low impedance digital recorder. We picked up this is the Olympus VN240, another low density recorder. So this is another great piece to have. Actually, my favorite piece out of everything that we got here outside of the Olympus was the Radio Shack. I'm so stoked to have this, bro. Can't even tell you. And then finally, the workhorse in the paranormal field, the VN3100 PC. And fantastic pieces, man. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get these out in the field and try them out, you know, and see what we get with them. And like a kid in a candy store, you know what I mean? So happy. One thing really quick, while I was at it, I saw a bundle that a young man was selling on eBay, and I could not pass it up. I already have some of this equipment, but I needed to get some backup and spares. So I picked this up. I mean, literally, he had a 3-piece EMF bundle that he was selling for about $100. And so, you know, thereabouts. Has a K2 meter in it. I mean, K2 meter is pretty straightforward. This one's already got a battery in it, and this one reads EMF. A lot of people, you know, you can get these things for under 50 bucks. It is a good EMF reader. Personally, I like it. I've used it, and I use it as a complement to whenever I'm out investigating with EVPs. I get it, I sit up in the room, and if I see it starting to hit and light up, I know that I may be getting, you know, some manifestation happening. You guys also may be familiar with this. This is the millimeter. This is the 8704R. There is a later version of this that has REM to it, but this one is what all I needed it for was just for EMF. You know what I mean? It's again, this is another fantastic piece, brand spanking new, still has all the plastic and everything on it, you know what I mean? So good little piece here. And then finally, this is the Metarec, if I'm saying that right, gauge. This is kind of like a dual, if you will, EMF meter. So it's going to measure electromagnetic frequency. It's also going to measure magnetic radiation. So like, you know, stuff from microwaves, rice cookers, all that kind of stuff is going to be putting out some kind of EMF. One thing that I really like about it as well is that you're going to be able to measure the temperature as well. So that's primarily why I got it for. I've already got a lot of different other instruments. I've got REM pods. I've got other things that kind of measure EMF. And but so I didn't have a really nice temperature gauge, so that's kind of what this has. I think the millimeter also has temperature on it as well. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for stopping by. Please, if you kind of like the paranormal kind of content, you know, me and my team, we're out there in the field often, and you know, we post our evidence as you see it, as you get it. You know what I mean? We don't fake any evidence. We're based here in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach and Miami. We do go out and help people who are having issues at home with what may be paranormal or what they think is paranormal. We do not charge one dime for our services. We come out, we have people on our team that are clairvoyants, that are, you know, mediums, that are, you know, we have Reiki masters on our team. We have people that have been in the field for 30 years that are connected to, you know, the Warrens, who was, you know, some of the very first paranormal investigators in this country. And those guys, we've been around doing this a very long time. And we're from all backgrounds, all walks of life. I'm a man of faith, actually, but very open-minded as well. And yeah, man, just you know, follow the journey. If you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe. You know, hit the like button, share this video with your friends or anybody that you want. Make sure that you follow and check out the other team members that I linked down below. And that's it. Appreciate it. Ciao.